Second, Women Occupy have been kind of struggling to do Saturday lunch, and there's a decline in energy for it, so at this point, it's going to be sporadic in Children's Park. When a woman can do it or women can do it, it'll happen. But we're going to say, 1 o'clock. Keep the time and keep the day. The third announcement is that there's something in the works. And please put on your calendar June 9th. And that's all I'm going to say at this point in time. But it's the 8th anniversary of Occupy. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Agenda topic.
Over here? Yeah, I was just kind of to add to what I was saying. Maybe we can have an item where we talk and discuss how we, as Occupy, can, help out the World Youth Center, how we can use our resources. So we,
I was wondering, so when you were speaking about that,
sorry.
Can you start us back for that? Any objections? Not one?
You should go through and find all of the agenda topics you need, and then start on them.
Any other agenda topics?
I would like to propose a discussion. It doesn't have to happen today, so we can do it another day if you want. About the idea of starting to see in a lot of cases where people are talking about we should protest certain candidates, which to me seems like you're only helping the opposition who we don't necessarily support, and to me feels like campaigning. But I see a lot of people feeling very strongly that we need to do that, and for me personally, Occupy is supposed to be about issues and not candidates or parties. So I think at some point we should have a discussion about that. That's all. It doesn't have to be today.
Not me, no.
Any other proposal topics?
I would like the conversation fundraiser.
Oops, sorry.
Do we want to just talk about these three topics, or do we want to do a breakout discussion for 5 minutes to drum up some topics to also talk about, or are we good with just these three topics? How do we feel?
Sorry.
Let's just discuss these three topics, and if we still have time, then we'll do a discussion group about what's what.
Okay, let's do 5 minutes. Wait, we need a timekeeper.
I'll start.
Okay, let's do 5 minutes to talk about some agenda topics. Finalize what you want to talk about. So 5 minutes. Go! Go! What? No? 5 minutes to group discussion to talk about what we're going to talk about today. Like, finalize it because
We got three topics.
Alright, so let's do them.
See, we have the new.
Okay,
I think.
Okay, good. All right, so let's talk about this idea. Okay, so the thing is that what Carlos and I were talking about is like this.
Breakout group, talk about the World Youth Center thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Great.
So we were talking about obviously we have to activate the individuals. So we have to get these forms, these 2 letters, transposed or typed into the computer, so that we can then get them printed a whole bunch of times, and organize some sort of action where we can get into these communities where we can get people to sign them.
Yep.
And then send them, because sending them, doing a petition and that's just a whole bunch of signatures, they just kind of look at that and toss it.
Yep.
But if they get paper, you know what I mean?
It makes a big difference.
It makes a big difference. And as we're handing them that paper, we should in some way, give them another piece of paper that says the date real big, April 9th and the address, be there. You know what I mean? It's so important.
Is this something that Occupy Your Corner can be handing out?
This is something that Occupy Your Corner can do as well. We can do an emergency corner activation. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean, it's only a few days away. It's like 10 days away or something.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would say... Yeah, it's so relatively, I mean, it's something that should be done soon, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because all the decisions seem to be going very quickly. And then the whole idea that they have to come up with like $12,000 or something.
$7,000 of fees for holding events outside in the grassy area,
Might be rehab.
and $5,000 for using 24-hour parking facilities.
Really?
Yeah,
And not other groups have to pay.
Other groups don't have to pay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they have a good lawyer?
Well, they have a lawyer for both the Gold Center and the Centro Cultural.
Okay.
So, but yeah, basically what I have here is a sample letter that I was thinking that someone with a scanner just can scan and put on Facebook, and we can spread that around like a PDF, yeah. And also on the back we have like the list of all the councilmen,
Yeah.
the address, phone numbers.
I think if you post it up on Facebook and then we spread that around, that really good because you have a whole crowd on Facebook that does nothing but write letters.
Right.
Yeah, but I think it's more powerful to get to people.
In person, absolutely.
Because I want to know that it's happening. Because like there are so many people who send something, they're like, yeah, sure,
And they don't do it. I know.
Get underneath everything else.
So yeah, we should do both.
So
both.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Eugene.
It's not like they're giving away. I mean, if we could just get them to sign it and then fold it up, put it in an envelope, and then hand it back to them, and be like, here, stamp it. I mean, I don't even know if we could. I mean, we can't stamp the form, but I mean. But
You can bring, if you can bring copies too during the GAs. I'm going to be doing letters for fish at the same time. So.
Yeah, maybe just take that to the.
I'll bring a whole book of stamps and stuff.
Let me see what that looks like, because we wanted to.
Yeah. Tomorrow I'd have a scanner and printer in my car.
You know what we should do is we should print out labels of all the council people too.
Okay.
Bring down, because it makes it a lot easier to someone when you sit there and say, will you send out 7 copies of the letter? Hand them a whole little pack, envelope, self-addressed thing. Hell, and if you want to give them back to me, if they really don't want to put the postage on them, I'll put the postage on them.
Yeah, we have to figure out the postage somehow.
Chris?
Eugene Davidovich, he knows how to make petitions really well.
No, I'm sure dropped off.
He could, and we can make an online petition really quick.
And
do that also.
That's an idea.
Yeah, make an online petition.
Yeah.
I mean, all of these things. Like
Yeah. Every idea.
And then maybe we can live stream the presentation of all of this printed paperwork in all these envelopes to these members, and then publicize the fact that they have received an overwhelming amount of exactly.
So I would think this would be something. I mean, we should get some money from Finance Committee to get the photocopies, go to Kinko's and get the stuff run off as fast as possible. We're not jerking around any of this stuff. We're trying to find someone who can do it for free. Just get it done. I don't think it would be that expensive. It's like what, a penny a sheet now?
We need like a penny sheet. Yeah, we just need to.
So if you figure if it's a penny a sheet, it needs 7 letters. Okay, so you're looking at 7 cents per letter.
I think everyone.
But yeah,
That's the driving force.
It's been a constant
The Centro Cultural, is that that's Aussie.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Not bad. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
But I definitely agree we should have all those organizations have a big rally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of people that have used that space for a lot of different reasons. And that's numbers right there to pull from,
I'm not objecting to that. what came to mind.
Different person.
It depends on how close to the imminent eviction it really is.
If it comes down to that, then like occupy the freaking.
Yeah.
But that's something. But that's something. But that's something to think about later on.
I think we can have like
When all their options are exhausted.
petitions. We can have like petitions and stuff and like information there, and then ask really help them with that.
I'm like, for the Balboa Park.
As the sirens go off.
You don't have anything going on.
Okay, another 5 minutes? Yeah.
Just do it.
5 minutes?
I think we're moderator. Just do it.
You guys need more done.
No.
I think we're solid.
We're solid. We're good. Do you all need time?
Okay, I'm not here.
Huh?
Talking most of the time, so they understand more.
I've already started. Well, let's do something to kill some time. All right.
Well, this is it. We have 3 things on the agenda. None of it's contentious. It's not like
We're gonna.
basically we don't really have anything to do. So yeah.
I've never played this.
I don't know if you can play jacks on grass.
Okay, I'll bounce and you pick. You have until I catch it. Catch it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Alright, here's your chance. Yeah. I think you start with one, you have to keep them in your hand, right?
Yeah, I think
You have to try to get them like all in the sand. I don't remember that. I don't.
Jealous.
More of a marble.
No, come over to your ass.
I bounced
Play
it.
marble.
Yeah. Frank, maybe it'll
Kids are off.
Money has to be
No.
None of you have.
Fun. Thump.
Where's your iPad?
another one.
They go onesies and twosies.
Very good.
I thought you were going to be gone. I said goodbye,
Tomorrow.
and here you
Tomorrow.
are. Good.
Yeah, I didn't know if I'd make it today. I didn't know with packing and stuff. Yeah. There you go.
Well, they wanted to shut down birthdays and start finding out who's fixing fresh stuff.
Kind of like fixing on tomorrow. In terms of having
Did you get some food?
trying to
Good. How are
say
you? Good.
what the banks, they're the ones that say,
You found this good.
Oh, yeah.
ladies and
Thanks.
gentlemen.
I was sitting on the bench up there, and Prince and Nexus came by and he showed the shoe.
Good old satire.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
We're gonna perform some.
Take you out.
We'll pull it together.
Oh,
We're inviting.
How are you?
good.
Good.
Good. Having a good day. Did a 5-mile march this morning. It was a good march. Long march. Marched through the Marriott, through Horton Plaza.
Was this the one for Chavez?
Yeah. Stevie Chavez's birthday.
Yeah, right.
Good
Today's his
march.
birthday, yeah.
Good march.
1928.
Yeah, very good march. It was a good way to start the morning on a 5-mile hike. I'm gonna get a banana.
Great way to start.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys go hiking?
We went all through downtown. We did a 5-mile hike with 1,200 people.
For the
For this, yeah.
That's cool. That is cool.
I do have another idea that haven't quite gotten everybody on board, but
About ready to get through it. Everything
that
handled.
Got to wait for a camcorder in the mail. It's supposed to be the other day.
They don't pay for booths. They come in at like 5 o'clock in the morning and
Handheld
they set
Kodak
up.
waterproof
When
one.
the park opens, they set up their
$189 one.
They set
$100
up
on eBay.
Well, but yeah,
Wherever
$189 model.
and there's nothing that first person doing
Yeah, while
it.
cleaning up my room, I found a $100 gift card I forgot about from eBay. Cool, now you just gotta get it there in time.
Do they have a permit for that space and then they charge you?
Or they take the whole park.
Yeah, but do they have a permit though?
Got 2 new ones to take with me.
Because
Keep stocking up.
Yeah.
Going 75, so a couple of them there.
And I've talked to them for years and years.
I'm gonna take and unscrew my wheel. I'm gonna stick it up. I got wrap it up. Stick it up with a wrap. Highest place for a
Well,
dog.
to go back to my idea, I think that if we do the Occupy Parade and stand in front of their booths so that people have to, they're not able to see the anti-abortion booth, all they see is us
There's
doing
a black
that
pepper.
parade.
You
You know, and that's what they're saying rather
I
than
got that in the front row. I have some.
so that they don't have to look at it, the kids don't have to look at it. Well, what I've done, I filed a complaint with the police for the past 5 years. I have nothing against the pictures. I have nothing against them. My issue is that their posters, their things are on PVC pipe, and they're like 8 feet tall. I mean, they're huge, and I have complained year after year. I filed complaint year after year that the poles are an accident waiting to happen. That somebody can get hurt by them, use them as a weapon, that because they're so big, they're like a sail. And I've seen particularly guys that are holding signs.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
You know, drop the sign.
Mic check. Mic check. I'm sorry.
Anyway, so I just got it.
Way to pack it in.
Group? Is that one group back there?
Yeah.
So we have what, 4 groups in workout so far? Okay. Any speakers want to bring what they have to say?
Okay, so our group, we just discussed, I'm going to take this back in case anybody else is a faster typer than a typist than I. I'm going to go in, going to type this up. We're going to make 9 versions for all of the addresses and assemblymen and congressmen or whatever these guys are, council members. On here, we're going to make 9 versions. We're going to blast this out on every social media space that we can to get people to do it that way. We were talking about setting up an online petition to get people to do it that way. We're going to get them printed out, and we're going to make some sort of, Occupy Your Corner type action where we go into the community and get people. She has questions.
I just have a point of clarity. Maybe go more on the individual letters versus a petition where you have a lot of people signing. The reason I say that is because...
Okay, let me, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, yeah, go.
Because one of their new tactics is the EPA just threw out, they had a lot of signatures on online petitions. They counted them as one adverse comment rather than 25 or whatever was on the sheet. So they're doing that now. So each individual sheet of paper matters.
You took the sentence right out of my mouth.
I'm sorry.
So that means that I read the same thing too. So yeah, I mean, we got to get these out because we want to hand them in a big packet. We want to make a big presentation where we go and get like live streamers to show us all showing up to these congressmen and handing them all of these letters that we get people to sign. We want people to mail them themselves. We want electronic petitions to come in. But yeah, as I was saying, we want that individual status to be really strong and not just a whole bunch of things that they could just toss out, like a big thing of signatures and stuff like that. And is there anything else? Oh, and then Carlos was saying that one of the things that they can that they're working toward is becoming a national heritage.
A World Heritage
site.
A
World Heritage
yeah,
site.
There was this lady that has ties with the UN and UNESCO, and she was saying that both Centro Cultural and the World Beat Center meet all 10 criteria items to be eligible to become a World Heritage site, and if they can become a World Heritage site, then they're basically safe. but she doesn't know how long it's going to take for that to happen, or if it's going to pass. So in the meantime, we should be going forward with this.
But we might as well also see if we can apply any kind of like expediting pressure there. That's kind of the thing we do. Get in there and be like, hurry up. And I mean, if their job is to create a World Heritage Site to stop it from being destroyed, they should probably try to quit. Maybe we can ask them to, stop this one from being destroyed before they claim it. The smoking pile of ash. That was once a World Heritage Site. But yeah, so those are our ideas.
Another thing that really helps is to go and, as a person, go and talk to your individual councilman, or go to somebody else's councilman, but make them think you're from their district, because that's all they care about. Another thing, they are getting, part of the big pressure is coming from Park and Rec, and we could send petitions and individual letters and stuff like that to Park and Rec people. A good point was made. The Boy Scouts are leasing. They gave a lease to the frickin' Boy Scouts for all kinds of good land for $1 a year for 100 years, and they want to throw these guys out.
The Parks and Recreation did that.
So it's a community organization that discriminates.
Yeah. Yep.
What's up?
The points are made about doing a lot of outreach. There's many different community groups that meet up there and are helped in one way or another by World Beach Potential for All. And we should get all of those groups together one day and have make a big day of it and do a lot of signing letters and things at that time. Also setting up a website. We think there might be a website saved in World Beach Center, something like that. Also, they have cooperated in the past with Earth Day, and again, the same thing happened when Earth Day was seen to be supporting World Beat. Then Earth Day started getting, threats. Last year, they tried to shut Earth Day down. We had to go before the city council and raise hell, and so we can contact the people with Earth Day, Carolyn Chase, and those people, and see if we can bring them into this. If worse comes to worse, they are in a month. Both of those places are on a month-to-month lease, and if worse should come to worse, and they do decide to evict them, that's when we occupy.
That's what we can definitely do.
Yeah. And I can't think of anything else. Okay.
Excuse me. Can I say something with all due respect? I'm kind of on the outer periphery, but I really like NPR radio and stuff, and that's. But yesterday, I've only been to a few Occupy movement things, but yesterday, the Senate approved that tax credits for $2 billion for the oil companies. Again, they did the same thing again. The oil companies are making all that money, like the Seven Sisters, and they still gave them a $2 billion tax credit. And so all I'm saying is we're only a few months away from the Republican and Democratic convention. And so sometimes history repeats itself, but I mean, if you really want to occupy something, so in June and August, there's the Democrat and the Republican convention, but if you really want to occupy something and make a political change, some people may die and there may be riots like the LA riots or the Chicago riots, but that's the way it goes. But if you really want to make a change, start thinking about the two conventions that are a few months away. And I don't want anybody to get hurt, and I don't like violence either, but I'm just saying that anyway, that's all I had to say.
We'll be talking about that with time council. Right now we gotta.
Okay, sorry about that. I just.
The third group. This guy's home. Cantor. The
You guys are Yep, everything we talked about was already said. You mean occupy the corner? Yeah, we talked about doing an occupy your corner right there. There's a lot of traffic. People would see us getting the information out. Pretty much our biggest topic was getting the information out to people who don't know that this is going on.
I know that the libraries, like the downtown San Diego library, they actually on the 3rd floor have like a big old like walk-in movie theater, and we can actually usually they want you to like try and like reserve the space like 2 weeks ahead of time, and I believe that it's actually free. So something I was thinking about is if we can get like some of this stuff about the World Beach Center and the Cultural Center of La Raza posted inside the San Diego library, then we might also be able to actually reserve like the little spot upstairs so we can actually have like a teach-in to like give information out to the community, because I know that I want to take some flyers out to the Malcolm X library, because that is where Tony Young's district is. And also I'm going to like go and talk to my brother because he spoke at the Trayvon Martin rally down here in front of Justice Hall. And I just think that that would also be a good way to get people more involved, you know what I mean? Instead of just sending it just specifically to the council members and stuff like that.
I think that's a great idea. Since World Beat is really, with the bands and the music and everything like that, Lincoln High School and Morris High School Kearney would be good places too.
Can I ask that we open up a stack? Or are we doing that?
Yeah. That was important actually. It's now on. Our group still has. Oh, cool. Go ahead. Wait, how many people do we need to make for
Many?
Yeah, because I always have my own group, so I'll just say, it doesn't matter what you say, I always have my own group. We have one, I was just going to kind of go off what Candace said, just for starters, that go off what she said, she kind of, it just seems to progress, and
Yeah, this is the
kind of
inventory.
that's fun.
Yeah, first it was the, what's the name? Where they have all the airplanes and stuff at?
Aerospace Museum?
that we can for any of those. I don't you mention names. I don't know anyone like that. I know McKenna, but I'm not like that fully. But my brother knows better. I don't know that. And so like a pre-march before we kind of hold down the fort to reoccupy. Sounds like. But to get all the people together, maybe that have the different
Stage progression. We start out with the letters. We start out with petitions. We start out with the outreach. That builds.
And out there at when we're there between and maybe if we set it there at Earth Day, have an event there. Have all the letters already done with envelopes stamped and ready to go, and just have people sign them, and we'll take care of putting them in, and just scatter from there, and just start putting them in different mailboxes ourselves.
I think we should get singing telegrams. Singing telegram moms.
The main people of different groups for Earth Days and whatnot, not to exclude anyone else, but if we can gather at the libraries and stuff so that they have a better idea how to even outreach to them for those days.
If I understood you right, I think it's a good idea to have the letters and things available at Earth Day in front of there and everything, but I wouldn't stage another event that day because there's so much else going on.
No, I don't mean another. I don't mean like that. Yeah, no, I mean prior to that day coming, us right now, like we could work on to let like an outreach ourselves, maybe a march through different neighborhoods to let them know, like, hey, this is, the World Beat Center. They're gonna take it down. It's out. It's part of Balboa Park. It's when you think of it, it's on the same ground and everything, and the same as the other. Cultura is right there behind it, and it's just that's all part of it. So going into the actual neighborhoods, doing a march, not in a march like taking the streets, but just handing out flyers and info. Hey, they're trying to take that building away. Hey, you don't really have to speak with people, but just a mass crowd walking through an area. They're going to take that building away. Hey, remember that building? They're going to take it away. Hey, here, check it out. They're going to take that building away. And that kind of has a big effect. That kind of has and it'll kind of gather other people. So before Earth Day, I guess, are we going to set that Earth Day?
This is like a tactic, like a divide tactic. Like, regardless of what they're trying to do with the World Beat Center itself, they're basically trying to turn members of the community against each other, whether or not it's like the World Beat Center against Occupy San Diego or other members of the community against Occupy San Diego. That is, in essence, what they're doing. And this is also something that could be very easily backfire on them. Like, as Melissa said, it's like stage progression. Like we take everything that we need to do. Like we go from the flyering, petition signing, the letter writing, and continue down the line to hopefully, which is what won't be inevitable, but in the end, though, if they do decide to evict, that's dealing with a dangerous situation for the city right there, as far as being able to convincingly and easily organize the community. We do have to have these events there. We'll do the corner outreaching and stuff like that, and have petitions at each one of our events. Maybe even if we can for tomorrow's event. I don't know if we have petitions already made, but for every event, when people are cash mobbing the farmers market, be well, and do you also know this? As you guys are saying, this goes without saying, but continuing on through that progression. But I guess I just wanted to point out that this is a tactic of division more so than anything else, and we need to be aware of that.
I think that, and I think unfortunately there's not just the Cultural de la Raza and the and the World Beat Center. There's a third entity here. There's Earth Day. That has a huge amount of people in it. I think that's we have the biggest Earth Day in all of North America, and that's a huge amount of revenue for all of those vendors that are there, and that's a huge amount of money flowing around for the community. So I think we can approach this at every angle. Be like, not only are they taken this way and this way, but remember Earth Day that you've enjoyed and all these things. That's going to go too. That goes down with the whole shit. You know what I mean? And there's a huge amount of people that are affected just by the environment. The minute they hear environment, you know what I mean? We just got to put a recycle symbol on there and freak out. You know what I mean? Like so. I think that I think we can do something. Recycle symbol on fire.
Can I put a PS on that PS?
Sure.
It's also imperative not to overreact. Demanding Occupy, or like militantly demanding like this, and like speaking to people in the community like as if this is something that is already happened, so you can flip it and make it and discredit our stance in the situation too. So.
If we put it, we need to have say both World Beat and Central Trooper because they're both in danger. What they want the city to give them their lease and make it for. How about this is just me saying this idea. How about if we make it for 100 years for $1, just like a Boy Scout? But they don't have their lease once a month. So what they want us to get for them is they want their lease.
Yes.
Right. If we get it for a month, who cares? We have to do it all again.
Yeah. Give us what you gave the Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
That's demonizing them and just saying.
I'm not sure how long. It wouldn't surprise me any. And now maybe they're in danger.
So we need to write a more generic letter.
So we're gonna have sounds like we're gonna have an event on 420 what's Friday? Friday? Friday?
Yeah.
420 Earth Day?
Yeah.
422 is Earth Day.
That's actually so important.
That's
Yeah, it was recent. Yeah, it was important. So, can you get them saying more generous forms, letters of written, anything else to know how to
I think we can agree we're going to do something, but we won't know what that is until we see how the city responds.
Stick to the letter and then as individuals, they give us